Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. If you're new here, welcome aboard. I react to or review non-pop country music. And under that umbrella is bluegrass, Cajun, Texas swing, Western, folk, songs like that. Certainly country influence, but non-pop country. And there's stuff out of Nashville that's non-pop, and I'll react or review that too. So today I'm doing, this reaction is a gift request, and it was by Roger Smith. Roger, thank you for this. And I love the description you gave me of this, a little bit of information. It's Ben James' song, I Hear You Calling. It's bluegrass. And here's why it's interesting, because Roger, you said you've known Ben most of his life. I don't know if that means you've known Ben personally most of his life, or if you've just known of his career. I'm going to guess you've known him personally most of his life, because when you're young, you don't have a career. Like 10, you don't generally have a career. And you said Ben is a newer artist from Western North Carolina, so that's very cool. Here we go. I've grown to love bluegrass.
Sometimes in the night I hear you calling from this one-room house I'm living in. Is that just the wind chimes I keep hearing, or the lonesome moan from a distant wind? It's been 3 years since you walked out on my life and left me for a better taste of home. Your memory still echoes in the distance. I can't convince myself that you're really gone.
Yeah, that's hard.
I hear you calling, it's not just in my mind. I hear you whispering, it's not you this time. I hear you in the rain when it's falling. I hear you calling.
This is the first time I've had this thought, because I've studied different aspects of neuroscience and such. I listen to a lot of seminars and read things and psychology and studies and whatnot. But I've never had this thought that the human brain, the way it has grown, developed, makes us like the apex, they call us apex predator, but the top dog. We think things through. That keeps the lions and the bears and the tigers out. We build homes like this that they can't get in, generally, for instance. And we know how to hunt, and we know how to cooperate and do different things for good or bad. The problem with that is our brain is also structured to remember things. And somehow these feelings are reconstructed within us, even to such an extent that, like, I'm feeling you, I'm hearing you, but you're not here, basically, is so far what's gone on in the song. So the greatest asset can also be your greatest weakness when it's producing pain. The old happiness-pain philosophical dichotomy, if you will, or just opposites. Yeah, I feel it. I feel what's going on in this song.
How could I escape the pain in my heart? It's the hardest thing I've ever tried to bear. What I wouldn't give to hold you so close. I hear you say my name, but you're never there.
Yeah, man.
I hear you calling, is that just in my mind? I hear you whispering, but it's not you this time. I hear you in the rain when it's falling.
was surprised that a female on this song, because when I see the artist's name, Ben James, I just assume that that he would be the lead in this. So when the female came in, it was surprising. And then I was captivated very quickly by her voice, her professionalism, her delivery, she's repeating lines over and over and over again. And I always marvel at how consummate performers can say a line over and over and over again, because in normal speech, that's considered rude, arrogant, unnecessary, tedious, just please shut up, I heard you the first time. But in song, it's that art form, that medium gives you the license to do it, to make a point. And I always marvel at how that transition could be made from somebody walking on the street into the studio who's about to record. They can go from, you have to live in one world where you're not supposed to repeat yourself too often, into here where you're completely comfortable doing it. And you go into that mindset and into that gear that allows you to do it. And her voice was eminently listenable. This really, yeah, bluegrass, but it was like mild bluegrass. It really straddled country bluegrass really well. It certainly wasn't overproduced. If anything, it was underproduced. There was a moment in the song where I'd wish that the bass was a little more pronounced, but I think things were subdued just so that you could kind of feel her voice more, and the lyrics, like you could almost feel that voice. She's got an Alison Krauss voice. Maybe that's what I'm going for here. Alison Krauss is obviously Alison Krauss, but this sort of had that feel in it. So I like that. I don't know who the vocalist was on this, and it did sound too. There was another vocalist brought in. Either that or they just they ran the track twice, or she recorded her own voice twice, two different ways. But I was thinking so many different things while listening to this that I didn't remember exactly who. It might even been a male come in. Maybe it was Ben, but I doubt it for some reason. I think when a woman is remembering these things and feeling it, would you bring in the male? You could. As a backing, you could. But instrumentation, normally bluegrass, there's so much thrown at you, right? That's kind of the nature of bluegrass, where there's so much going on. You got banjos, mandolins, leads, you got bass, you got everything going on in it. And the job is to put it all together. There's more ingredients in the cake, the better in bluegrass. And this was like, hey, let's do 10% of that. And it worked. It was really pretty. So Roger Smith, good fun. I'm glad you introduced him to the channel. I love doing new artists that I've never heard of. I love giving them exposure. I love seeing how their careers develop. There are some artists that I had not heard of that have like 400,000 followers on Facebook or wherever they are, YouTube channels and stuff. And I love seeing that too. But when they're young, everybody needs exposure. Everybody needs love thrown their way. So, all right, I'm going to rate this song. And it was mesmerizing. It really mesmerized me. And there was truth to that. When you get dumped, but I love that there was nothing whiny about this. Yeah, you get dumped. It's just, there's so many different ways of depicting a breakup. That's not just country music. It's a lot of songs. There's the joy and the heartache. And that's kind of like what 90% of songs are. And then you've got the Amos Moseses of Jerry Reed, for example. I'm going to come in with an 8.7. I was thinking 8.6, 8.7, and almost said 8.65, but I'm going with an 8.7. I'm not quite sure who she is in Ben James' world. Maybe just, just someone in the band, but maybe they're husband, wife. I don't know. It's not a research channel. I don't know this, but she absolutely has tons to offer the music world. So there it goes. Roger, thank you for that, my friend. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll be tagging Ben too. I post everything on my Rockin' the Country Facebook page, and that's where I tag the artists, and sometimes they see them, and I love that. All right, folks, have a great day. I'll see you in another video. Keep rocking the country and bluegrass.